And we are live. What's good? What's good, fellas? Hope all is well in this beautiful world we have today. I'm currently in Medellin, Colombia, right now, where the weather is perfect, the city of eternal spring. And we got a good topic today, fellas. We got a good solid topic today, man, discussing a certain PUA coach going down to Brazil and making a propaganda type of video in order for him to sell his Macking lessons, basically. But we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that in a few, brothers. King Lou, what's going on? We got King Lou in the buildings early. We got Global Paper in the building. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. But first and foremost, I want to thank all the new members and the existing members in the Black Men Travels Facebook group. As you guys can probably tell, we're at 4,500 members right now, man. The Facebook group is off the chain. A lot of good information. If you haven't already joined the group, man, you definitely want to join this Facebook group, especially traveling in 2021, because you have a lot of restrictions going on in these countries that we love to frequent. And you want to get up-to-date news. You want to ask veteran travelers questions on, where to get your PCR test. I think my brother Flip Flop I think he posted an article or he posted the hospitals and clinics you can get your PCR test down in the Dominican Republic. At blackmentravels.com, we also posted an article where you can get your COVID PCR test in Colombia, in Medellin in particular. That way, because as you know, after January 26th, just a quick announcement, fellas, we're going to get the flowing. After January 26th, you will need a PCR test on your return to the United States. So things like this, guys, you want to join the group, man, so you can get your information. Also, another thing, man, the group is great for connecting with fellow travelers, bro. Okay, I know a lot of guys, in your circles, a lot of people, will cancel on you at the last minute. I know I've been canceled on many of times, on my trips. But when you hit the group up, it's like, hey, anybody down in Medellin, Colombia, anybody down in Sosua, anybody down in Rio, let's link up, man, because you definitely want to do that, especially if it's your first time traveling to that country or if it's your first time traveling, period. I know we got a lot of newbie travelers right now, and that's cool, man. I love to see it. I remember when I first started blackmentravels.com and the GoDaddy domain girl was like, they do. It was a system. Shout out to my sisters. And I was like, yeah, Black Men Travel. She was like, oh, I didn't know, Now we got the whole world looking at us, fellas. Everybody's seeing that Black men are getting passports, and I love to see it. Every day out here in Medellin, Colombia, I'm running to different brothers say, hey, man, it's Black Men Travels. What's up, dog? You got me down here, man. You got me getting my passport. And that's all the thing I need, fellas. I'm going to be honest with you. If you notice, I've never came at brothers on no sideline issue of money or funds or give me money, give me this, nothing like that. Nothing like that, because I'm genuine and I want to see brothers win. I want to build up our brotherhood to empower ourselves. And right now, in the first, initial steps of rebuilding with each other, because that's what brothers have to do. We have to rebuild with each other, basically rebuild our trust as a collective with each other, because believe it or not, the world does not want to see brothers coming together and building. That is the world's first most fear, is brothers coming together and building alongside each other and be able to compete with other cultures of men. So for Black Men Travels, man, it was always more than just a monetary thing. And the reason I'm saying this is because you have a lot of brothers out here in the YouTube atmosphere who really are not genuine. Okay, they will spin lies, they will hate, they will tell just negative, just have negative energy on either other Black fellow YouTubers, right? And I'm going to get to the topic of this show in a second, but I just want to put that out here, that just because a brother might look like you, all right, he starts a YouTube channel and he's trying to funnel guys into his payment system of whatever he's trying to hawk and sell. Specifically, some of these PUA coaches. I'm not gonna go in on all the PUA coaches because some of them are cool. I like AMS. I feel like he's more of a life, coach than anything. But AMS is cool to me. I like a few guys who in that little atmosphere, but you got some guys out here, brothers, that do not care about the brotherhood. They do not care about you. They don't care about your family. They don't even care about your well-being. They don't care about your mental state. Even though we all grew up in not the most favorable terms in a lot of our cities in America, a lot of our societies, we know that the society is not being geared to us. A lot of these brothers just, not gonna say a lot, but some of these brothers just feel like F these niggas, F these Negroes. Long as I get paid, I'm willing to say anything and put anything out there in the atmosphere to get paid, to get money. All right. So that's what's going to lead me. We got 66 in the room. Hit that like button when you come in, fellas. That's what's up. That's what leads me to the brother Sugar Sweetness, or some might know him as the Saint and the Sinner, okay, who went out to Brazil and who did a video. Let me go ahead and give me a second, fellas. Hold on. Here we go. Who went out and did a video walking down Copacabana Beach and was just spinning lies. Now, most of my brothers that's been to Brazil will all know that this guy is telling fibs, telling lies, spinning lies to sell product, sell ebooks, sell whatever he's trying to haul. Now, to give you a little history on this cat, Sugar Sweetness or Mr. Macadocious, he was the guy that made a little hit piece video on our brother Kevin Samuels. All right. Now, the funny thing was, he's one of these brothers that would go in on brothers that's in his, I guess, marketplace and in his market or whatnot. But then you'll see him on a live stream with a group of white guys, and he's just hawking them up, kicking them up. He's one of those type of brothers. All right. So that's the first thing. And the funny thing was, when he first came out, I looked at a few of the brother videos. When he did the breakdown of the book, Donald Goins' book, I believe it was, I want to say, what's the name of that book? Because I've read that book. I listened to the audio book as well. It's a pimp book. I forgot. Damn, the name escapes me right now. But it's by Donald Goins. It's a really, really good book. And the way he was breaking it down about pimping and everything, it was an interesting video. I'm not going to lie. The mannerisms he was doing, everything. I was like, okay, brother, I feel you. It was cool. But then I didn't understand why he started doing like the little hating on the brother Kevin Samuels. I didn't get where he was going with it. So I'm like, okay, brother, I'm going to have to kind of leave you alone because I don't like that energy. And once again, this is not a beef video. This is 2021. All of us brothers got to get along, at least in a public atmosphere. And it's not really a beef video. But the brother did a video about Brazil, and he just was telling lies, and I have to correct him. All right? Because there's young brothers out here who've never traveled, right? Who's going to listen to this video, who probably looks up to this cat and say, hey, he says that Brazilian women are trash. They're no good. I'm not going to buy my passport now. I'm not going to buy my ticket. I'm not going to book a vacation, which I desperately probably need. I'm going to listen to this cat and I'm going to buy his Macking consultations or his Macking ebooks. Now, the whole PUA thing, I really don't even want to go into it right now, fellas. All right. It's kind of, we've been down that road before. But, I got to correct this guy because he's speaking down on Brazil and he's just not telling any factual truth whatsoever. And the funny thing was, when the brother was down there, this is how powerful our network is right now. Do you know I was already getting hit up telling me that, hey, man, this guy Satan Center out here on Copacabana Beach with his girl. That's another thing we're going to get to. With his girl, with his American girlfriend, doing a video. All right. That's how powerful that we got boots on the ground in Brazil. We got boots on the ground in the Dominican Republic. We got boots on the ground in Medellin, Colombia. We got boots on the ground all the way in Asia, in Thailand, in Japan. This network is powerful. And you don't want to go against it, brothers. I'm going to be honest with you, man. We are growing. Black Men Travels is growing. Not only Black Men Travels, shout out to Black Man's Option as well, but just the network in general. All right. We got brothers, boots on the ground, eyes everywhere. So before he even posted the video, I already knew about it. Brothers was already hitting me up. And keep in mind, the brother has his girlfriend with him, okay? So, when you're traveling, all right, and you go into these countries with all these beautiful women, and you got your girl with you, some guys, who don't have any real game will feel like they have to downplay the beauty of the women to make that woman or his woman feel more secure in herself. Totally understandable, okay? I'm not tripping on that. Brothers got to play mind games with their women. Ain't no problem, manipulation, back and forth, whatever it takes, right? But to walk down Copacabana Beach, bro, and it be calling the women of Brazil trash and fat. Brothers, when I was in Brazil, I might have saw one overweight woman, bro, and she probably wasn't even from there, okay? All right? And to make a generalization that all Brazilian women are trashy should let you know that this brother is not genuine. All right. Any brothers that have been to Brazil know that that's just not the truth. You got Brazilian women that are lawyers, doctors, nurses, okay, that are educated, that are beautiful, that are smart and intelligent, that are interested in dating American men. And you're going to go down there and make a little hit piece video and talking negative down on the culture of Brazilians, which is why I made this video. We got a super chat. Shout out to my brother Gregory 712. We got 87 in the building. That's what's up. Let them people cap. LOL. Just kidding. Listen, we did, brother. We let these PUA coaches cap for a very long time. We did, But the thing is, man, when I look at the comments, right? And I'm not gonna play the brother video. I don't want to get any copyright strikes. You know how these cats are on YouTube, man. I'm not even gonna play the video. I'm just gonna touch up on some of the things he said. I will play a little of the audio clip because I want you to hear, just straight up lies. But like I say, how these cats on YouTube are, fellas. So, the reason I really want to do this video, man, is because I know it's brothers out here, specifically my younger brothers, right, who are influenced by these videos. Because like I say, a lot of these young cats, believe it or not, are watching us, man. We got cats in high school watching us on YouTube and trying to figure out what lane they want to go down. Do they want to go down the passport lane? Do they want to go down the PUA lane? These different lanes. And I want to make sure I get the right information out there to deflect from all the lies, right? And the salesman funnels. So these young cats won't be wasting their time and their money, man, because time and money is the most important asset for a brother, right? We work too hard for our money, all right, in most cases, right? A lot of our time is wasted by dating in the matrix. Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it $150 right now. A lot of our time is wasted with dating women in the matrix. That's why we have to explore our options. Even 50 Cent, a multi-millionaire, successful brother, was saying that, hey, brothers, you got to get out of your neighborhood. You got to travel more. All right. We got to listen to these successful brothers. You got a lot of successful brothers right now, traveling the world, investing. Shout out to my brother Rob Bass out here in Medellin, Colombia, who has businesses out here, who has properties out here. You got brothers that got properties in Brazil. Shout out to Flip Flop. Shout out to my brother Edine Cole, who have businesses all the way out there in the DR. Brothers are making moves. Brothers are owning resorts. And I just want to make sure that I put out that right information to steer my younger brothers or just my brothers in general, all right, to be successful, all right? Because it's not all about women at the end of the day. Women are just the icing on the cake. But the opportunities that you have right now in 2021 by becoming an international black man is powerful. It's very powerful, fellas. And I want you guys to get your passports, man. If you don't have your passport, get your passport. Don't listen to some of these guys out here. They just putting out fake information in order to sell their baseless product. All right. I'm going to tell you, I grew up in the 90s, early 2000s when PUA coaches, brothers. I mean, let's be honest, man. I listened to Tariq Nasheed back in the day. You know, I mean, the dating market was pre-social media, pre-ratchet music, pre all these broken families, pre-LGBTism. All right, pre all that, you could probably find you a solid sister out here in the world, in America. I'm not going to deny that. Prior to 2008, something like that, yeah, some dating tips would be very helpful. So I understand that market back then. But things drastically change, brothers. Things are consistently changing, right? And right now, you just got to expand your horizon, be on your purpose, all right? And the women that come to you. And in these countries, with these beautiful women, these beautiful Afro-Latinas, and don't get me wrong, you got beautiful women in America as well. Let me put that out there so I won't get no dislikes and hates, even though I'm going to get them anyway. But just the smiles I see on brothers' faces when they at the airport, all right? The smiles I see on brothers' faces when they, in Medellin, Colombia, walking around, exploring, meeting beautiful women, intelligent women, down there in Brazil, man. I just want to make sure I get more brothers to do that, all right? That's the whole purpose, to make traveling easier, to make it more comfortable, right? You don't have to travel with a blind eye no more, thanks to Black Men Travels, the Facebook groups and the information that we give here. You will have boots on the ground. You can link up with different brothers. We're making it easier for you guys. God, that a super chat. Shout out to my bro, Bitcoin Bobby. We got to do a show real soon, Bitcoin Bobby. Do one next week about crypto. We definitely going to go in about crypto. Can the government stop crypto? Because right now you got a lot of crypto news out here. I'm invested in crypto. My boy Bitcoin Bobby got my portfolio looking quite well. I might add that. And we're going to do a video on that, man. Bitcoin Bobby, the $5 super chat. This is the same dude that has another podcast saying foreign women and Western women are the same. SMA, shaking my head. Yeah, Bitcoin Bobby. I mean, some of these PUA coaches, right? They see that they're losing some of their market share to the passport bros, to the travel guys. The reason why is because we're showing receipts. That's why. Brothers are showing receipts, okay? Brothers are showing them traveling the world, enjoying themselves. You got more smiles in posted in Black Men Travels of brothers traveling the world than I've ever seen brothers smile. We in the Matrix, we kind of grimace, grind, we'll smirk a little bit, but a lot of brothers are not happy in the Matrix, man, especially if you in one of them cold cities, where the women are all rude and shit like that. But in Black Man Travels, you see brothers showing receipts of beautiful women. Shout out to the brother Hugh Strockman, whoever you is, brother. This brother is legendary. He's consistently posting beautiful women in the group. All right. So brothers are showing receipts. And I believe some of the PUA coaches see that their market share is dwindling. They're not getting as many consultations. They're not getting many views. They're not getting many subscribers anymore because brothers are starting to say, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. I have to pay for this. I got to pay for that. And then they're not seeing any real results. They're not seeing some of these Macking coaches with any real receipts. Some of these Macking coaches will hire models, hire women to do videos with them. Come on, fam. Really? Meanwhile, you got brothers in the DR, Brazil, Colombia, Thailand, living it up. Dennis Jean-Pierre. Brother, if you want to come on the show, man, I'm going to drop a link. If any brothers want to come on the show, drop a link in the chat, brothers. Because we got my brother Dennis Jean-Pierre out there in Brazil right now. Right? I think you click on that link. Let me post that link one more time, fellas. I don't know if that went through correctly. You know what that might be. We got 106 in the building. That's what's happening. Hit that like button when you come in the room, fellas. But yeah, to go back to what I was saying about this guy, the Saint in the center, man. Like I said, I made a comment on the YouTube video that he made about Brazil, and he responded. He added his comment and whatnot. He was very, very condescending, basically calling me little buddy, stuff like that. He's talking about he been around the city, he been around Brazil. And I'm like, brother, I know you ain't been around Brazil. If you saying that Brazil women are fat and trash, you have not been around Brazil. And the thing about it was, I feel like the brother is talented enough to where he really don't have to lie to people. You know, I mean, he speaks well. You know, his energy is pretty good. It's decent. He knows how to communicate. But brother, if you're listening, you don't have to try to disregard brother's messages about traveling and about how beautiful these women are in some of these foreign countries. By traveling to these countries and trying to say, man, these women are trash. They ain't looking good. They ain't no good. They look like Santa Claus is out here. And as he's walking down Copacabana, you're seeing beautiful women in the background. And matter of fact, one of the comments was just like, hey, bro, hold on. Can you zoom into that? You see the women in the background. Let me tell you, man, Brazilian women are some of the most in shape women in the world you will ever see in your life. South America in general has a very fitness culture, man. These people out here work out. All right. They work out. Exactly. Too cool. Brazil does have 26 states. Exactly. Shout out to my brother Jay Clyde in the building. What's up, Jay Clyde? He says, dude walking Copacabana giving a review of Brazilian women is hilarious, especially when he with his girl, man. And there's nothing wrong with traveling with your girl. I travel with my girl every now and then. That's out there in Barranquilla. We might go to Cartagena or something like that. But you know you got to switch it up when you travel with your girl, man. You know you got to switch it up. You know, I see guys sometimes when I'm in the airport traveling with their girls, and they just be having a sad puppy face on, like, damn, I messed up, you know. And let's be honest, man. A lot of women, I'm not gonna say they are all insecure, but you got to kind of make them feel more secure when you're around so many beautiful women. And she's recording you for your YouTube video. You got to watch what you put out there in the atmosphere around her. All right, yeah, baby. These women ain't got nothing on you, baby. You know. There you go. There go my brother Dennis. Let me add him to the stream. What's going on, brother?
What's happening, man? How could I miss this? How could I miss this broadcast?
Oh man, you know I had to do it, man. Somebody posted the video in the group, and I didn't click on it initially, but I saw like it had 103 comments. So I'm saying, well, wait a minute. Let me click on the video. And as I'm watching the video, brother, I'm just like, bro, are you serious? Are you seriously walking down Copacabana talking about the women are fat and trash in Brazil? Really?
You know what? Number one, I don't know if you noticed, but there was a female filming him, so I don't know if that was his girlfriend or what. Right. So he probably couldn't film no receipts if he wanted to. And number two, you know, he was just shooting himself and not any women at all. Yesterday was a holiday here in Brazil. The beaches were full, completely full, with all types of women. All types of women. I've never seen the beaches that full in the 7 times I've been here. And it was women everywhere. Of course, not all the women are fine here. This is a city. Rio is a city of over 8 million people. Of course, you're gonna have some average women in there. But to say that these women are trash, that's just totally false.
Exactly. You know, it's funny, man, because I was waiting for the joke at the end of the video. I'm like, okay, he's gonna say it's a joke, you know, because he can't be serious right now. I mean, as he's walking down in the video, you see women passing in the background, fine as hell. He's gonna breeze on by them though. You know, it's like, bro. And then at the end of the video, he sold his Macking services, as we all suspected. So that's why I was telling brother, like,
yeah, I love when he did that. He plugged his course. You know,
right,
he plugged his PUA course. I'm like, PUA is so 2008, man. It's 2021.
Exactly.
It's 2021. Nobody's going to spend thousands of dollars on a PUA course where they can get a passport, get on a plane, and go somewhere else where the women are a little more cooperative. Come on, man.
Exactly, and that's the problem I believe that the PUA coaches are having. If they're doing the analytics, they're seeing that they're losing some of this market share, because before it was like, you know, the PUA dating coach market was pretty big because you got a lot of brothers that's simps out there. But when people see brothers traveling the world and see videos like you be posting beautiful women almost every day now out there in Brazil. You're showing receipts. A lot of these coaches don't even show you any of their women. That's the killer part about it.
They don't, man. And also, like I said before, I'm gonna be going off the beaten path. I'm gonna go to different cities in Brazil, and I'm gonna show some more receipts too. So I can't wait to to crush all these theories that the Brazilian women are not all that.
Exactly. I mean, bro, I still have pictures in my head of how the women look in Brazil, bro. Still to this day.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Game is necessary. It is necessary. You got to have game. You got to have a personality. You got to have some charisma. You got to have some social skills.
Exactly.
But it's not everything, man. It's not everything. If you don't have any resources, if you don't have any lifestyle to back up your game, you know what you are? You're a cowboy with all hat and no cattle. That's what you are. That's exactly what you are. Game is necessary, but it's not everything.
Exactly, man. Like you say, it's about being confident. And the funny thing is, I feel like a lot of brothers have that. Like a lot of us have confidence. A lot of us have personality or swag, if you want to call it. But
absolutely, the guys who come, listen, the guys who are able to come down here, these guys, most of these guys are not losers, okay?
Exactly.
Most of them are not losers. Most of them are not dusty, okay? Most of these guys got something going on with them. Most of these guys have good qualities about them, okay? So you can't say that these guys ain't got nothing going for them. It's just, I mean, I meet them every day. I see them every day. Decent guys, good guys, who got a lot going for them, who are coming down here and looking for a better life. That's it.
Exactly. Man, we got my boy, the Fly Boy Way, in the building. That's what's up, brother. Happy to see you in here, man. You be doing some solid ass videos, bro. Yeah, man. And the funny thing is, bro, it's like I noticed that some of these PUA coaches, like Steve the Dean, what they'll do is they'll try to downplay brothers and call them brothers weak or simps. And if you don't take their course of action, that they'll never get their life together, and that's what I'm trying to stop, stuff like that.
Well, another thing that you don't see, not only do you not see their women, you don't see any testimonials from the guys that they teach. Show me some testimonials from some guys that bought your course, was able to go out there in the field and get results, and what results they were getting.
Exactly. It's like with PUA coaches, man. It's like they're a chef, but they never cook. You never see any receipts, and a lot of things that they be saying, most brothers should technically already know, in my opinion. But they can only hawk what they hawking for so long, man. I feel like a lot of PUA coaches have basically ran out of content, and they just kind of just saying whatever right now at this point.
I mean, a lot of the stuff they teach is some good stuff. I mean, I've watched the Same Center's a couple of his videos. He got some good game. He does speak some good things.
That's what I was saying earlier to the chat. I was like, hey man, the brother be saying some decent things. When he first came out, I actually was looking at some of his videos. It came out pretty good, right? But I think where he went wrong was when he dissed Kevin Samuels. And it kind of just threw me off. I'm like, damn, why not just stay in your lane? Both of y'all kind of in the same marketplace here. But he went that route. And that's when I kind of stopped, paying attention to him for the most part. And I think a lot of brothers had a problem with that when he did that little hit piece on Kevin Samuels. And as you can see, Kevin Samuels has blew up, not really being a dating coach more per se, but just being able to tell the truth to women. Nobody knew it was that big of a market for it, but apparently it is. So.
Right. When you have a product, just talk about how good your product is. Don't go and disparage other YouTubers, other content creators. Just stay in your lane. Because when you do that, not only do you make yourself look like an ass, when let's say you do put out a video about another YouTuber and it goes viral, and then other people they're gonna refer to you. Oh, remember Kevin Samuel said this, or Steve Saint the Center said that. That's all you're going to be known for. You're not going to be known for your content. You're going to be known for when you diss this person.
Exactly. We got a $20 super chat from Rob Mosh. I think that's Mash. He says Black travel men should master their mind before traveling outside the USA. Just my opinion. Meditation is what Black men really should try, not as a way of handling their mind, but as a way of living in the moment. Facts. I agree.
Been there, done that. Been doing it for 10 plus years.
Right.
Been doing that for 10 plus. He's right. He's absolutely right. But at some point, you have to try something different. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You have to try something different. I've been doing meditations. I've been doing affirmations for over almost 15 years. And guess what? The results were still the same. But when I came here, the results were different.
That's a good point. You made a very good point, brother.
I used affirmations to get the money I needed. I used affirmations to become more confident in this and this and that. But at the end of the day, if something ain't working, if your environment is not conducive to your success, you have to leave.
Yes. Yeah, man, you definitely got to change your environment. Shout out to the solo traveler for the $5 super chat. He says, "Keep up the great job, fellas." Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, most definitely. We've all been there when it comes to like self-improvement, getting in shape. But when you travel the world, fellas, it's like a big jump of just getting out of your environment. What brothers have to understand is Black men have always traveled the world, but because our history has been so doctored, we don't know that we've circumvented the globe probably for any other culture of men. We've always traveled. In certain tribes, when you turn a certain age, you had to leave that tribe. You had to get up out of that society and explore the world and expand your horizons and experience different cultures, different people, different environments, and also different women, man. And that makes you a very powerful individual when you do that. And that's what we're trying to explain to you, brothers, okay? It's no one-click solution to improving your life, okay? You're not going to buy a course and it's just going to drastically improve your lifestyle. You have to go through lifetime experiences. You have to travel the world. I remember I was having a tough time back when I was like in my early 30s, right? And I had one of my cars broke down on me, and I immediately bought another car, and that car happened to explode. The whole engine block exploded, and I had paid a good amount of money for that car. So I was kind of like down and out, basically. I was riding the public transit system, and I met this brother, this older brother. Brother might have been 65 plus, right? And I feel like he was one of my angels in life. I don't know if some of you brothers, but anytime you have a tough time in life and you meet a particular individual and you'd never probably talk to them again, but you have such a solid, strong conversation. And that older brother told me, he said, "Brother, I've traveled the entire world. I've been overseas. I've traveled to over a certain amount of 30, 40 countries. And what I can tell you is that life experience, me traveling the world, is worth its weight in gold more than anything I could ever tell you." He told me to read, and he told me to travel the world. And I took that brother's advice a few years later, and I went down to Brazil. And like you said, traveling to Brazil really changed my life. All right. Just getting out my environment. And I was a little scared. A lot of people was like, "Hey man, you're gonna get robbed down there. They might kill you, they're gonna kidnap you. Aces all over the place." But when I went out there, it was like a breath of fresh air. It was literally like leaving the plantation, brothers. So I just want to put that out there.
Exactly. And also, you meet a lot of good people down here. You meet a lot of good locals down here. Mm-hmm. I mean, I got more friends here than I got in the United States. I mean, exactly. Genuinely good people. There was a woman that I met last week. She remembered me from 2 years ago. And I asked her, what was she doing that day? She said, "I'm going to the beach." She said, I said, "You need some company?" She said, "Yeah." She paid for the whole thing. She paid for the Uber, the food, and the drink, the whole excursion.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of good people. People that invite you to their house for dinner, invite you to their house for lunch or whatever, and they'll treat you like the one and only. So it's experiences like that. It's not just the women. Mm-hmm. It's the whole package.
Exactly.
It's the culture. It's the food. It's the weather. It's the energy. It's not just the women. If it was all about the women, we'll just go to the DR for a weekend and come back home.
Exactly. That's real talk. And it's funny that you say that, man, because a lot of people be under the assumption that these women overseas are just trying to use you because they feel like you got resources and they just want to use you to be able to get back to America and get a green card. What would you say to that?
How are American women any different? How are
right.
they different? They're looking for the same thing.
Right.
Most women want a guy with, most women want a man with resources. Most women want a man with resources. They're hardwired. I mean, what's the big deal? At least if you're going to be with a foreign woman, depending on the woman, at least you're getting more value for your money.
Speak on it, brother. Getting more bang for your buck.
Right. If I'm gonna be used, if a woman's gonna use me, if I'm gonna be used, at least I'm getting something in return for it.
Exactly. Yeah, the base nature of a woman, the DNA of a woman is all the same. They want a provider, they want to be comfortable, they want to feel safe, right? That's worldwide. But to assume that women overseas only want you to get a green card, they only want to use you, that's another myth, basically. Now, don't get me wrong, you see a lot of the, what they call it, 90-day fiancés and stuff like that. You're going to have your simps and who get used and played, but you're going to have that in America as well.
It's funny you say that because I'm going to drop a video called Don't Be a Sucker.
Mm-hmm.
And don't be like these 90-day fiancé type dudes who are not accustomed to being treated well, who are not accustomed to positive attention from attractive women. They leave the United States, they come to a place like this, and a badass chick gives them attention and they lose control. They throw caution to the wind, they fall in love. You know what I'm saying? You got to vet these women properly, just like any other woman, okay? You got to find out what she's all about. Find out about her family. What's her living situation?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If a woman chooses you, you got to find out why she's choosing you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, as far as these women just want to, they want to come to the United States. A lot of them don't want to come to the United States. A lot of them don't. A lot of them don't want to leave their country, their culture, their families and everything they know to go with a stranger. They just don't want to. They don't want to do that. And
exactly.
Also, a lot of women down here in Brazil don't want to date foreigners at all.
Exactly.
So, all this rehashed criticism and they saying, just take it with a grain of salt, man. Come down here and see for yourself.
Exactly. Shout out to the brother Jay Gamble. He asked, is there any app or anything you know of that will help get through customs? Something I can already have done on my phone. Colombia has an app. I know it's like a Colombia. If you just type in migration check in your search box, brother Jay Gamble, you can pull up that the customs app, and they'll give you the update of what you need as far as you clicking on. I think you got to put in your passport ID number and stuff like that, and you'll be okay. Saku Hill, he says, as brothers, we have to learn how to disagree. I will agree with that to a certain degree, brother. Like I say, this is not a beef or a hit piece, but when brothers give disinformation, you have to correct them. That's one thing you have to do, because like I told you before earlier in the video, you got a lot of brothers looking at these videos, a lot of younger brothers, and you want to give them the right information to make their decision on if they want to travel the world and take that route. So that's what we're doing right now. Deacon Dave, $5 super chat. Appreciate that, Deacon Dave. He says, is it bad that American women make me cringe? I'm gonna say no, brother. The way you feel is the way you feel, brother. That's why we all here. And Black Men Travelers, this is like a place for brothers to be able to vent out their frustrations. Okay, brothers can come up with solutions and to improve your lifestyle, basically. And some brothers just don't date in the matrix. Personally, I don't date in the matrix. Now, I don't have any vitriol towards any sisters in the matrix. I still love my sisters, but for the most part, I really don't date in the matrix like that. So I understand.
It's okay to have dissenting opinions. It's okay to have, to disagree. But when you're putting out different disinformation or inaccurate information or incomplete information, and other people are listening to you and taking it as gospel, it's a problem. It has to be corrected.
It has to be corrected. You're absolutely right.
I don't have a problem with people disagreeing with me, but if it's like if what you're saying is false and I know it's false, then you got to say something.
Jesse Ville the third with a $5 super chat. He makes a great point. He says, "Don't be red pill for American women and be blue pill for foreign. Vet well across the board." That's a great comment. I definitely agree, man. You know, it's funny, man, because I do see brothers with their guard down when they travel, you know, overseas, especially the first time travelers. You know, my first time in the DR, I'm not gonna lie, I caught feelings for a female. I won't deny that. My first time in Brazil, I caught feelings for a female. You know, it takes your time. You will know if a woman's being genuine with you after a while. You know, she'll reveal her true colors soon. That's a good thing. But yeah, I definitely agree with the brother Jesse Ville the third, man. You still got to date, man. You still got to validate these women in whatever country you in, because women can be slick, man. You know, women got game too. That's another thing, you know. And when they see a sucker, they will take advantage of a sucker, whether you in Southwest Atlanta, New York, Chicago, or in Rio de Janeiro, or in Puerto Plata, DR. So you still gotta be on your P's and Q's.
It's okay. It's okay to want a relationship. It's okay to want to be a husband, but you just have to be careful.
For sure. Chris Eno asked, "What's the brother's channel who's speaking?" Brother, I'm gonna drop his channel in the description right now so you can follow my brother. My brother right here, Dennis Jean Pierre, guys. If you don't know already, he's down there currently in Rio de Janeiro, and he's been dropping great videos, man. Great videos, beautiful women. He's walking up there talking to him in Portuguese and everything like that, man. I watch all your videos, bro. And it's so funny that as I'm watching your video, I see the Saint and the Sinners video kind of like in the same little, I guess, the relation box, basically. So I'm like, yeah, the suggestion. So I'm like, let me check this cat out. And then I'm assuming that he's going to do a video kind of like your videos. And at the same time, I'm like, wait a minute, is he really saying what he's saying? Because I'm sitting here like, okay, this is a joke. I get it. It's a joke. He's going to say at the end of the video, "Oh, guys, I was just joking. Come on down here to Brazil and enjoy yourselves." But at the end of the video, he did what, brother? He tried to sell his product, his services.
Yeah, man. I'm like, is this dude, is he for real? I think I saw him a couple mornings ago, walking the beach walk. And I saw a couple of his stories on YouTube. He was out there jumping rope and exercising, but no females. No women. You know. But you know.
Strange.
But check it out. I need to plug my phone up because it's about to die. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, I got you. Shout out to Genuine Engineer for the $50 super chat. Appreciate that, my brother. He says, "Mudslinging is a sign of desperation. This is the condition of PUAs." I 100% agree, brother. Like I said before, I think the PUA market is seeing a downspin right now. It's trending down, specifically more than likely because of the passport bros, the travel bros of movement, right? I see brothers all the time telling me, "Hey, man, we getting our passports." I run into them in Medellin. They tell me, "Hey, brother, I got my passport because of you, man. I'm down here because of you." And the smiles these brothers have on their faces, man, you just wouldn't believe. I got another super chat here from Sir, I believe that's Sir Trice. He says, "Salute, bros, and my bro, Dennis. Can you explain how vast Brazil is size-wise to folks? Also, by here, you mentioned you're headed there. When do you think?" I guess that question is for you, Dennis. You there? Okay, my brother Dennis is still. I'll read that question to him again when he gets back. All right, we got another super chat. Oh, we got another. Hold on, let me try to slow down the chat a little bit. We got another super chat from Sneakers Fam for real. Do you brothers look down on other brothers who just come for sexcation? No, we do not. I don't see anything wrong with that. I believe that is a good way to unwind. I believe it is too, brother. No, we don't. Personally, I would never judge what a man does with his Johnson or with his money, man. You work hard, you do what you do, brother. All right, Dennis, I got a question for you, brother. Real quick, I got to scroll back up from the brother Sir Trice. He says, "Can you explain how vast Brazil is size-wise to the folks? And you mentioned by here Bahia. When will you think you'll be headed there?
When will I what?
When would you be headed to Bahia?
Bahia. Okay. Brazil, size-wise, is very large. It's like maybe 3/4 the size of the United States. Most of the population lives along the coastline.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go to Bahia. That's probably my third or fourth stop here. When I leave here, I'm going to Florianopolis, which is south of here, and then I'm gonna start bouncing around to Bahia, Fortaleza, Manaus, Belém, places like that.
Okay, cool, man. We got my brother Travel with Brazil. Yes, we got Yes Jonas in the building. He says Brazil women want to visit America for Disney World and then go back to Brazil. LOL. I definitely agree with you, brother. I gotta get you on the show. We got Sneakers Fan for Real with a $5 super chat. Yeah, we just read that. He asked, did we look down on brothers who come for sescation? No, we do not. No. And we got here, hold on, let me scroll it back up. S. Hunter with a $5 super chat. He says, follow both of y'all. Y'all motivate me to get a passport and see new things. I appreciate that, brother. We appreciate that, man. And that's all we're trying to do. Me and my brother, we're just trying to give you guys some information, man. Just tell you guys, hey, man, don't fear. Don't listen to the naysayers. Get your passports, stack up your resources, build yourself up and travel the world. And Rio is a beautiful place to start.
And let me say this. When I first traveled here, coming down here it'll give you a larger worldview. It'll have you thinking more internationally. You're not going to be just a provincial, person. You're going to be thinking more worldly. You're going to be thinking about other countries. You're going to be thinking about, because I'm going to tell you right now, when I'm here, it's like my life in the United States didn't exist. It's like my previous life in the United States never existed. It's like nothing happened. Nothing that happens back there matters anymore. It's only what goes on here.
Exactly. I feel the same way down here in Colombia, man. Sometimes, like, I have a family member that might call me, a cousin or something that might call me out of the blue and tell me what's going on in the States, and I'm like, bro, I'm not really paying attention to what's going on in the States right now, brother. I'm in Colombia.
Tice.
Side Trice.
That's one of my best friends.
Okay, yeah, he said, I know Dennis. Dennis was good. I have the question about the size and the body. That's what's up, man. What's up.
Okay, that's what's up, man. What's going on? So
let me ask you this. I know we covered this in our last interview, bro, but what's the current situation with the restrictions right now in Brazil for the brothers that didn't see the last video?
The current situation with what?
The restrictions out there, the corona restrictions.
Well, as I understand it, you need a positive test before entering Brazil. I got here on December 27th. They started demanding the test on December 30th, so I got here before the restriction. But
okay,
I was on the beach yesterday. But as far as people in the street, a lot of people are wearing masks. But on the beaches, it's like there's no COVID at all. You would think there was no COVID at all. There's so many people. There's hardly anybody wearing masks.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
But do bring your masks with you. Wear them in the street. You need masks to enter stores. They'll stop you at the door if you don't have a mask on.
Excellent. We got my boy Bitcoin Bobby in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, man. We hear you loud and clear, brother.
Man, what's up, man? I had to just get on this live stream for a few minutes to throw my input out there, man. And I seen Saint the Center on like another podcast a couple of weeks ago, like just saying like how foreign women are the same as American women, that you don't have to go overseas, it's the same. But my input is like, I feel like a lot of these PUA coaches, they do preach level it up. They do preach a man should always be the best of who he is, which I agree with. You know what I'm saying? But they're not getting to the problem of the market. The market in the States is bad. You know what I'm saying? So when we have options to go overseas and we realize that there's a different market, there's a different feeling when you date some of these women or when you have fun with these women compared to what it is in the States. You can, as a man, you can level it all you want. You can be the best of your ability and become the best of who you are. But again, you're still dealing with the same market of what's going on in the States, and you just can't change that. And then they'll try to at times shame you, say, oh, you're not working hard enough, you need to work hard enough to get this woman and do this. And I'm like, when you're a black man and you've gone through so much in the system and just to gather and work hard to gather your resources as much as you want, I feel like you shouldn't have to work hard when it comes to women or work hard when it comes to a relationship. That should be the easy part. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, sir.
Exactly.
Why does
that should be the easy part?
I'm sorry.
So that's just my input on it. You know, what do you guys think?
That's a good thing you bring that up, because I was having this discussion with somebody yesterday in the group. Why does there have to be a degree of difficulty when it comes to getting women? Mm-hmm. Who cares about how hard it is? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's not a video game. I just want, a lot of guys just want women in their life. They don't care about how hard it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? As long as she treats you with respect, as long as she's not a drug addict or anything like that, and as long as you're satisfied with her looks and her personality and what she brings to the table, that should be enough. Who cares? Or if you want to impress me, you know, show me a woman show me a lawyer from Japan that you got. Come on, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. You hit the nail right on the head.
Right on the head, brother Bitcoin Bobby. It's just funny to me that, you know, other coaches of men don't have PUA coaches. There's no market for them in other coaches.
They don't need it.
They don't need it. You know, like you said, man, as black men, we already go through enough. All right. We have to work. We have to strategize. We got to do all types of things to get our resources. All right. We got to stay in shape, stuff like that. Getting a woman is not supposed to require some type of master's degree in game. You know, once you become confident, yeah, you get your resources together. The women should be attracted to that. You know, unfortunately, things are a little upside down in, you know, the matrix, right? But when you travel, man, you quickly see that, you know, your value is like 10 times multiple, right? When you go overseas, automatically, 10 times multiple, right off the rip. As soon as you cross over into any of these foreign countries, most of these foreign countries, you know, your value shoots up 10x.
Right, and being that your currency is stronger, you know what I'm saying, that enhances your, you know, attractiveness even more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
you have more of a perceived value. You come from overseas, you have more perceived value with these women. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. That's you exercising your marketplace of what you bring to the table. And the women love that. We love it also because we're taking advantage of it. Live your life, have fun.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy. Shout out to King Thad 1H for the $4.99 super chat. He says, as a traveling black man, I appreciate you dropping this kind of content for us brothers to exchange information and gain wisdom from each other. I got a question for you, Bitcoin Bobby. Let me ask you this, man. Mm-hmm. When you are in the States and let's say you're dating a female or you're courting one or you're talking to one, does your travels ever come up in conversation? If they do, what do they say to that when they find out you've been traveling the world?
That's funny because I've been on my purpose like the last 6 to 7 months. And with COVID, it's kind of hard to date here in the States. You know what I'm saying? So I just been on my purpose and grinding. But recently I have been talking to one girl, right? And she knows I travel overseas, but she doesn't bring it up. She knows that I have, you know, other females in other countries, but she doesn't bring it up at all. She just happens to just be in my presence and be hanging with me because she knows my value. Now, does that mean she's gonna have all access to my resources? No. I'm setting boundaries with her so she knows that, you know, you can't, you know, overstep the boundaries of what I'm putting out there. Like, hey, this is just fun. It's not gonna be anything too seriously. I feel like in my ways, I'm just being a holdover to you find another man. So I mean, that's how I put it. Look, we just having fun. This is just me until you find another man. It's gonna be hard to find another man probably better than me in my eyes. But hey, you know, that's how I lay it down for her. You know what I'm saying?
And do you think that your travels, that she knows about your travel, do you think that helps you or hurts you with her?
Neither. Be honest with you, because I told her I'm about to be going out of the country in a couple of weeks, and it doesn't hurt her at all. I mean, I think for her is get in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't really care, or she doesn't really notice. All she's concerned about is her time with me right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like she doesn't care. It's just that, hey, I'm just gonna take it for what it is right now and live in the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. And brother James, let me ask you this. When you tell women that you travel overseas, do you think they see you differently than a guy who doesn't travel?
A few of them do. A few of them do. A couple of them say, "Oh, you're one of those guys," but I don't care.
Hold on. Let me say this though. But the lady that I'm talking to, she is Caucasian though. So she loves some brothers. But when I've mentioned this to other African American women, they'll say something like slick on the low, like, "Why are you going overseas?" Or or you one of those type of guys. You know what I'm saying? So I've heard from the opposite side of African American women saying, like, giving me slick comments. But like I said, with this Caucasian woman I'm talking to that loves brothers, no problem at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a good one right there. Hey, my brother Jake Clyde's in the building with a $5 super chat. He says some of these fellas have zero clue about dating for our women. Yeah, I definitely agree to that, bro.
Jake Clyde, that dude gets around, boy.
Man, Jay Clyde is out here right now. You got to catch up with Jay Clyde. Jay Clyde be on the move, brother. He always got a baddie with him too. Jay Clyde stay with a baddie with him. Believe that.
It's so disingenuous for these PUA coaches to put out information like that. And like I said, you having a collide with guys that travel overseas, showing receipts and having fun. And then you have PUA coaches telling people, "Oh man, you need to level up. It's not about the women, it's about you," and da. And then not getting results in the American marketplace. Again, it's not only about the men leveling up. You still have to deal with what's in the marketplace of the women. So that's the problem.
Exactly. We got a $5 super chat from the brother Corey Washington. He has a great question, brother. And I believe this is for you, Bitcoin Bobby. He says, "I'm a veteran with a job and retirement, but I want to increase my money so I can travel. Are stocks and cryptos really allowing y'all to live overseas?"
Well, personally, I haven't lived overseas yet, but I will be. I think, and it's funny because when it comes to cryptos, everyone always say you can't time the market, and that's really for stocks. And you should do that at all markets. Time in the market is more important than time in the market. But when you learn cryptos and you learn the cycle of what goes on in Bitcoin, you can kind of almost time the market because when there's a bear market, when there's a bull market. Right now, there's a bull market in the crypto space. Within the next 10 to 12 months, you're going to see the price of Bitcoin and a lot of cryptos going up. So you can get in, put your investments in, come out, cash out, and then that money can make you be able to leave overseas or put into other stocks and investments.
Exactly. And yes, brother, I'm currently living in Medellin, Colombia. I do swing trading for a living right now. And yeah, man, you definitely can make some money in stocks if you know what you're doing. I meet a lot of day traders out here all the time. And yeah, man, now with the crypto, I'm new to crypto. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Bitcoin Bobby got me involved in the crypto, and I'm glad he did. The crypto portfolio is looking really good right now. So I really appreciate that, Bitcoin Bobby. But yeah, man. Anyway, it's many resources you can do to be able to travel the world and live overseas, man. You just gotta connect your finances and focus on it, man. And stop dating in the matrix. That's one thing right there. Stop doing that. That'll save you enough money to be able to invest in cryptos and stocks markets.
Yeah, you gotta have you kind of gotta have like a minimalist lifestyle in a way. Try to make some sacrifices. I mean, like I said, that's what I've been doing. I haven't really dated anyone for like the last 6 months. When I went out with the
Snow Bunny.
Look, man, like she got a fat ass though. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna see the receipts, baby. I'm gonna see the receipts. But I looked up. I went on a date with a chick, and actually, no, I left the date. I spent like $120. I'm like, damn. Like, okay. I mean, not that that's not normal, but for someone that haven't been dating in a long time, I was like, yo, I had to, drop $120. I mean, it was nothing, but still, like, again, I've been living a minimalist lifestyle, putting a lot of my money and profits into investing in crypto over the last 6 to 7 months.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Dennis, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I was having a couple of technical difficulties. My bad.
Oh, it's all good. So Bitcoin Bobby, did you actually watch the video that the brother Saint the Sinner did?
No, I didn't. But like I said, I seen him on another podcast spilling that same stuff, and I was like, "That's the same guy again, man." And he was saying that he was in Colombia like a couple of weeks prior, and like women are the same. Maybe like I said, he was with his girl, so maybe he has to say those things being online because he's with his girl. But nah, man, that's easy. You can go out there and you can tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
Good question.
Oh yeah, Malik Stoosh with a $5 super chat. How do you manage your options with females when overseas? What do you tell them to keep things open? Do you worry about breaking hearts? Man, that is a great question. I've had maybe 3 girlfriends in like 3 months over here in Colombia. You know, it's very, very difficult to date one woman. The thing with Colombian women, man, they are very, very jealous. And it always comes up. I mean, within a day or two, you know, it always comes up. Do you have other women? And you don't want to, you know, you don't want to lie to them.
Don't lie.
Yeah, you don't want to lie to them, because they used to men having, you know, multiple women out here anyway. But yeah, man, you got to be mindful of that, because in the States, like the way we date, it's like we kind of just have flings, right, fellas? We kind of do like what 2-3 month flings. We date a chick for a couple of months, and then we move on to the next chick, right? Here, they date for good, and that's what you got to do. You know, you got to get to the actual real courting, the real dating, you know, the real investing in women, man. So yeah, it's difficult, but it can be done, bro. Like they said, just tell the truth. You know, say, hey, I'm dating right now. Just say, hey, I'm dating right now. You know, I'm dating other women. And that's going to make them compete for you even more. So, yeah, man, it is difficult, though. That's a good question, but Malik Such.
I would say this, man, because when you're dealing, especially with Latin women, they're very passionate. You know what I'm saying? They're very, they carry their heart on their sleeves. They go all in. But you don't want to lie to them. I think once you lie to them, they lose respect for you. But if you was to tell them off the break, like, look, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I have multiple women, they will, in a way, try to compete with you more. But like I said, a lot of times women will get in line when they know there is a line. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
That's a good
hey, bro, you need to be a PUA coach, man.
I mean, that is just the honest truth, man. Like they'll know that, hey, I got this person, but if your value is high enough, they'll still be there with you, man. They won't even care. As long as they're getting a piece of you instead of not you at all, then they'll stay. You know what I'm saying? They'll be there. They'll fall right in line, man.
Exactly.
He took the word.
And this goes back to learning women and women nature. Most times women would rather share a high value rich guy than be with a broke guy.
Speak on it, brother.
Yeah.
That's the part they don't tell you. They ain't gonna tell you. That's not gonna come from a
Also, it's good not to lie, because you don't want to be dodging and lying and trying to remember the lies you told, and this and that. Nobody has time for that. Just be upfront and say, hey, I am dating other women. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, if she does see you out with another woman, it won't be that big of a deal because she already knew.
Yeah.
And plus, like my man said, you know, that'll enhance your attractiveness in a lot of women's eyes.
Man, and they know how it is out there. They know there's a lot of beautiful women in their area. They know that country is flooded with so much talent. It is hard to lock down a guy, especially if you're an American black man coming there. You're like top priority. You're like the cream of the crop. So it's hard to lock down someone like us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Rashid James got a good question. Can you get girls without speaking Spanish? What do you think about
that?
Yeah.
Look, man. Look, I've booked so many chicks just off my phone along with Google Translate. Now, I don't recommend it. I always say if you're going to be immersed into the culture and try to live there, definitely learn Spanish. I'm still learning Spanish now. But you can definitely, if you got a little bit of game, swag, whatever they call it, and you know how to talk to women and present yourself, they'll come to you, man. To be honest with you, you can get a chick without speaking Spanish.
And same question to you, Dennis. Can you get a girl without speaking Portuguese in Brazil?
You could, however, when you can speak Portuguese, the attraction level, the notch on the attraction level will go up. I mean, I've literally seen women's eyes light up when they see that I can speak Portuguese. I mean, it's and also it's a connection thing. Like
Yes.
if you're here for any significant amount of time and you're with a woman and you're in the mood or whatever, it kind of kills the connection to pull out your phone. You know what I'm saying? It kind of kills it. After a while, you get frustrated, she gets frustrated because you can't really connect. You know what I'm saying? And also, it's good to connect with the people when you speak the language. You know what I'm saying? You get more. It opens more doors for you. You get more latitude, more leverage with the women and with other people down here when you speak their language.
Real facts. Let me add to that because I live here in the States, and when I go to work and I see like Latin cultures or Latin couples or Latin families, I'll actually speak Spanish to them. And me being a black guy, and when I speak Spanish to them, they're like surprised, and it just opens up their eyes. Like, oh, you speak Espanol? Do hablas Espanol? And I'm like, sí. And that just you get a connection with them because you feel like you're entrenched into their culture, even though they're in my country. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're American too, but still that I guess that synergy is there. You know what I'm saying? And they love that. You know, so yeah, man, definitely when you dive into their culture, I definitely recommend you learning their language. 100%.
Got you.
There's women down here that I'm certain that I would not have hooked up with at all had I not known Portuguese.
Okay.
So you can get by with it with not knowing Portuguese in real. You can get by a little bit, but it's not sustainable. If you're staying here for any length of time, it's not sustainable. Eventually you're going to get tired, and you're going to be like, "Hey, damn, I'm missing out on a lot. Let me go ahead and learn this language."
Exactly. We got the real Blackula. He asked, with Biden in office, do you see more black men moving out of the USA? That's a question, brother. I see black men moving out of the USA in general, no matter what president is in office, because the price of living is cheaper, the women are beautiful, and the environment is, as far as the weather is better in a lot of these places that we frequent. So I see brothers moving out of the matrix just in general. It's not just because of one president. It's because of the society. It's the matrix, basically. So, yeah, I do see more black men continuing to move out of America. What do you guys think about that?
It's yes and no, because I read a stat last year, I think it was 2020, where it said that only like 6% of black men that's in non-military have passports. So really, you still have people that really don't know how it is outside of the U.S. I mean, I talk to friends all the time, and I tell them about the dating of outside the U.S., and they're just like, it just stopped. Like, really?
They're like, what?
So they still have that mentality of just being here in the States and dating the women in the States, and that's just them. And they don't want to go out of their comfort area. I know a personal friend that worked for the State Department for almost 20 years in the State Department, and he doesn't even have a passport. You know what I'm saying? Wow. He traveled overseas, and he travels inside the country all the time working for the State Department, but he does not even have a passport. That's strange to me. You know what I'm saying? So, yes and no. You know what I'm saying? Again, the word is slowly getting out there more with channels like this promoting men to get their passport, and even 1MT's channel also got a shout out to 1MT. Just trying to educate brothers to get out and try their options. That's all.
And also, you want to, if you have the means to do so, you want to have a space outside of the country just in case it gets too hot in America for whatever reason. You want to be able to say, hey, I got this place to go to just in case shit gets really bad here in the United States.
Very good point. Very good point. Well, all right, fellas. We've been out here for a good hour, man. I just want to come on here real quick, man, and set the record straight about how beautiful the women in Brazil are. I think we got our point across, man. Brothers, I appreciate y'all joining the show. Appreciate you, Dennis, John Pierre, and Bitcoin Bobby, for coming on and telling the truth, giving brothers nothing but truth to power. And till next time, we got 209 brothers in the room. That is an all-time record.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
man,
yeah.
I appreciate that. But yeah, fellas, we got more shows coming. I just dropped a video, The Adventures of BMT Episode 2, where I'm out here exploring Central. So, guys, check that video out as well. I'm going to drop Dennis Jean-Pierre's channel in the description as well. Peace, bros.
All right, y'all. Peace.
All right.
Take care.